What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the A-List podcast.
Welcome.
Allison and Alex are here to tell you about things.
Everything we know.
Stanley's also here. He's on Alex's lap. I don't think you can see him now, but at some point he might pop his head up.
Yeah.
Hello, what's happening? It's May 13th.
It's May 13th.
This year's flying by.
May 13th. That means...
Your long month is almost halfway over.
Truly.
Which
Megan
is...
gets here in a couple days.
Yeah.
No,
well,
tomorrow.
She'll be... Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
And we're going... Well, one of my topics to discuss is just Disneyland.
Yeah, and how you're its biggest fan this month.
Yeah. I will be there 3 times this month. We'll have been twice. No, we'll have been once before this comes out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be going tomorrow. And then we'll be going next week.
We'll be going Wednesday, not tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. I keep thinking it's Tuesday for some reason.
Because it was Tuesday last week.
Yeah.
My God.
But I didn't have a topic really about Disneyland. Just like we're going a lot.
What does it mean to be a Disney adult, right?
We're going a lot. And I don't think we're Disney adults.
No, I think that I've been trying to think about that too, because a true Disney adult, which I support, because for me, it's like, if they're not harming anyone and it brings you joy, like so many millennials need to heal from a lot of things.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I get that. But for me, it's just theme parks in general.
Yeah, I think Disney adult is more just, it's your entire personality, and that's fine. But I think that is pretty much the definition. It's you're talking about all the time. Everything you wear is Disney. You're going.
Yeah, I do personally know a Disney adult,
which is Heather.
No.
Heather, I'm sorry.
Heather, I think she would be, and she proudly, if she lived in Florida or California, she would.
And the cutest.
Yes. No. A newer friend named Kat, who we met through Dawn and Brad. Mm-hmm. She is a true Disney doll, and she hand makes ears that are actually really cute.
Honestly, I want to get a pair of ears, but I don't love any of the ones that I see.
She does like the really like aesthetically pleasing like wire design with like floral on it and stuff. Yeah.
I did get my niece a custom pair a few years ago for Christmas. What was it?
It was
Wicked?
Winifred, right?
Oh yeah, it was Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, yeah.
That was on Etsy, I think, and
I thought you got those official.
No, someone made it on Etsy.
Okay, cool.
And so cute. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I would need a custom one to really enjoy it, because whenever I'm walking by the stores, I'm like, I don't really care about these.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's really
telling
mine. Me I need that pair.
It's also very tricky when you think about like they have an ear for everything.
Yeah.
Who are you going to go with? And I just went with straight up Mickey.
I did see on, I think an Instagram reel of this person, they have cork ones that you can put the pins in. That you get, and you can change it out every time. So this person had a bunch of like Winnie the Pooh ones, and he made, both ears that. But the next time he goes, he was like, next time I'll do this theme.
That's cute.
So that would be maybe, I have no pins. Then I would have to buy pins. I can't do this. I can't go down this route.
Yeah.
I really just like sweatshirts. But here's the thing that we talk about constantly is Disney needs to up their apparel game.
Their apparel game is subpar.
It's so bad. Like, I don't know why some cool designer can't come in and just be like, we have to revamp everything. We're getting rid of the Spirit jerseys.
Oh my God, yeah.
The crew necks are going to be better fitting.
Please.
They're going to be actually oversized.
The right kind of oversized.
Yeah, the look that we want. We don't, whatever it is, it's bad. And like actual cute clothing that then I would wear.
I guarantee you their merch development department is probably the same people that have been there since like the early 2000s.
Yeah, because everyone there has worked there since 1975.
Yeah, and it is like and the reason I know is they will get every now and then. They'll get like one really good one. Do you remember that red one that we saw one time?
And then it's never
gone because everyone wants that kind of stuff.
Because it was good. Yeah, it was a really good crew neck that was the perfect proportions. Mm-hmm. The material was really good.
It was trendy look. It was like red on red.
Yeah.
And it was like, yes.
And we asked and they were like sold out everywhere. Gone. We have one extra small or something. Like it was crazy.
But if you like this really thin striped crew neck that's a 2XL but fits you like a small, we got you.
Yeah. And I don't like a crew neck or a hoodie that if I want it to be oversized, they just make the shoulders, they just make everything like wider, I guess.
Yeah.
But the band is still
Right.
a band that comes in at the waist and is very elasticy.
Yeah.
And if I want something oversized, I want it to just hang nicely, so that if I'm wearing like bike shorts or something, it hangs and it isn't like, oh, my shoulders are super wide, but it still is coming in at my waist and not giving me the silhouette that I'm asking for.
I do think you look good in the Spirit jerseys. I think those fit you well, except that one that you got way too big.
I know. It's called body dysmorphia.
I'm there too.
But I just like always, I want things to be the oversized look usually, unless I'm wearing some, like sweats or something that is bigger on the bottom. And then I want like a cropped top or something like that, because then that silhouette looks better. But usually when I'm there, I'm wearing athletic clothes, leggings or whatever, and that's smaller on the bottom. So then I want the top to be more oversized, so the proportions are better. It's a constant battle. I know that if you don't live anywhere near Disneyland or Disney World, or you don't care, then I know you don't care about that. But just to let you know, I will be there 3 times this month, and
we
don't judge me for it.
Well, no one judge. We also like typically when we go, we do what I consider a half day. In Disney hours, it's a half day.
Yeah.
But like the one we're going to on Wednesday, for me at least, is going to be. I mean, we're leaving the Valley at 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
Well, you aren't.
Right.
And I support, because you are going to be going the very next week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 3 different groups of people. Well, I guess 2 of them are kind of the same, but adding more people to go this week.
It was exciting. We got to go to Disney when we went last week, everyone. We got to go with a Disney employee.
Oh, yeah. That was very nice.
That was nice. She put that discount down at the restaurant.
She really did. And that was nice. Because I am going to be spending.
I
saw.
And free parking from her.
Yeah.
So like that was great.
I saw my like Apple statement the next day, and I was like, I bought all these things.
Yeah.
So
we finally got to try the chocolate chip cookies. That was great.
Oh yeah. The viral chocolate chip cookies from Harbor Galley.
I do love a chocolate chip
They were
cookie.
very good. They were actually little, so it was not so much. It was great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's our Disney talk.
That's Disney talk.
Oh, I just learned something interesting. As someone that suffers from panic attacks, it's been proven that warheads, like the sour candy, it's been proven that warheads stop panic attacks because it shocks your nervous system so much.
Did you buy some?
No, I just learned this today, like an hour before you showed up. I was like, wait, what?
I'm going to get you a bag.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to Five Below right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Get a bag of warheads on hand and just try it next time. Also, apparently, if you freeze a lemon, and then when you're having a panic attack, you hold the lemon as it's like defrosting. I don't know if it's lemon specific or if it's like.
I think I've heard just cold in general.
Yeah, it is the cold because it's the vagus nerve. You have to like shock your vagus nerve. Yeah. But like, what a more fun way to have that be shocked with a warhead. I could gleek right now.
Do you know what I feel like your apartment building, it's so weird that there's not a cold plunge.
It does feel like they would have something like that
definitely a
here.
place that would have a cold plunge, and I think you would benefit greatly from that.
When it's like really bad for me, I do the like bowl of water filled with ice, like cold water and ice. Put my face in it.
Yeah,
it does.
That's great for your skin too.
Wow,
2 birds, 1 stone.
Look at that. But I thought that was interesting and had to share. So everyone, get a bag of warheads if you suffer from panic attacks.
Yeah, and
let us know if it works for you. Although I don't wish a panic attack on anyone.
You're right. That is a good tip. Tips and tricks with Alex. Da-da-da.
Can't sing today. I've lost my voice.
Oh yeah, from screaming at Disneyland.
Screaming. Like the least amount of screaming I've ever done, but yeah.
I wonder what the difference is.
Have you heard of the drama on TikTok about Sierra Mist? Do you know about this, lore? Or not lore.
The drink?
Yeah, do you know what happened with Sierra Mist?
No.
I finally learned what happened. So everyone knows Sierra Mist became
they're now
starry.
Yeah. I don't know anything, but...
You know why?
No.
This is literally what happened.
Okay.
There's a creator on TikTok who's pretty popular named and her handle is Sierra Mist.
I've met her.
You've met her?
Yeah. She came to our show. That's why when you said Sierra Mist, I was like, in my mind, I pictured this girl.
Do you know what she's done?
With the airplanes and the...
No, why? She's the reason Sierra Mist is called Starry.
No, did she sue them?
Listen, so her handle's Sierra Mist, spelled a little differently.
Curly hair, long curly hair.
I feel like when I looked at the video, she did not have long curly hair. So she has this, her handle is that.
Yeah.
Sierra Mist, which I think is Pepsi, sends her a cease and desist for the name.
Mm-hmm.
And her response was, okay, well, first of all, it's spelled differently. And also, what? Looks into it. The trademark is up for grabs. She buys the trademark.
Okay.
And then she sends them a cease and desist. They offer her millions of dollars. And she's like, no.
Oh, take the money.
So they had, well, because now it's such a popular name. Now she's in like she can sit on it and have a bidding war. It doesn't
but
have
they're
to
not going to go back now, right? Do you think?
Actually, don't know. I think that they would. But also another company.
Yeah, because everyone's still like, what Starry?
Any other company could do it.
Yeah.
But a literal TikToker, a big brand tried to make them shut up.
Yeah.
She said bet, bought the trademark. They were like, fuck. They offered her, I want to say it was like 20 million.
Oh my God, take it. I'm sorry.
But now she's more famous.
True. Okay,
And
I'm gonna look her up.
Now she's got like the TikTok stories about this are out of control. And how amazing for the normal person to win over such a big brand. And they were literally like, fuck, we have to change our name now.
Yeah.
And they landed on Starry. Well done.
Did they not go any higher than, was there any back and forth of like, here's what we're offering you?
I don't know. I got the summarized story, but she has a lot of story times on TikTok about it.
Is it spelled with a C?
No.
How's it spelled differently then?
She has like an extra R or something in it.
Is she pregnant right now?
I don't know anything about her, just this story.
Okay.
I would know if I saw her though, but no, I don't think that's her.
Okay, well, that's weird because her handle is also Sierra Mist, but it's spelled with a C.
Oh yeah, it's not her. The girl that is spelled like Sierra Mist, but with an extra R or something.
Okay, so interesting because this Sierra Mist with a C, she came to our show. I forget what city, maybe. No, I have no idea, but meet and greet, met us, and then like she was like, "Oh yeah, I follow you," and I looked her up, and she has like 300,000 followers. So I like looked at her page, and she does. She's a former airline stewardess.
Okay,
but she does kind of like sexy videos, but then tells secrets of the airlines.
Funny.
So that's kind of her thing. And that's why I was like, oh my gosh, this is
different because she spells her name like the drink.
Right. Okay. Well, that's
anyway. I thought that was so interesting.
That is very interesting.
I love a little like underdog story.
Yeah.
Taking on the big man.
I don't know that I could say no to 20 mil.
Truly.
Because the alternative is, okay, you hold on to it. Maybe they they come back at you and buy it. Maybe Coke is like, I'm buying that. I don't know. And maybe you get
she doesn't own
more.
the recipe, just the name.
Yeah. Maybe you get more, but maybe you don't. And then you said no to 20 mil.
Maybe the 20 mil offer came with, you also can never talk about this. And what a better long play to have this story. And it is working in her favor.
Is 20 million... Can you retire? Like, can you never work again on 20 mil?
Sure, yeah. If you're, depending on what part of the country you live in. And she's also married. Like, she's not...
Here?
20 million here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could live on 20 million anywhere if you invest it correctly.
Yeah.
But now she's a very popular creator with this insane story that just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
And even if, say, like a year from now or whatever, she's like, okay, guys, I'll give it back to you. How much? And they're like, well, now it's 10 million. So what? She had a year of building an insane brand. Yeah. And she still gets 10 mil out of it.
Yeah. Because say she gets brand deals where she uses it and she's not getting that much in a brand deal, but she's getting hundreds of thousands in a brand deal. And
what's fun about it is because we all saw Sierra Mist become Starry overnight. It was like, what?
Yeah, I was. So I didn't really drink it, and I'm not like a Sierra Mist girly.
It's a little sweet for me, but to do that, like it was because her lawyers were just like, now you have 30 days, or you're gonna have to pay up. Yeah, and they did it. They literally were like, Starry.
They just vomited Starry, and what does Starry mean?
I don't know, but it's awful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's not my vibe.
I thought that was interesting.
It is very interesting. I just have to tell this story and complain about something. Yeah. So I have a Tesla but I don't have a home charger. I live in an apartment building that's old. It's rent controlled. So they're definitely not putting in.
Remember the pool?
They're definitely not putting in EV chargers, even though there's at least 3 people that live at my place that have electric vehicles.
Yeah.
2 Teslas and 1 other one.
Okay.
And that's a whole other thing. One of the people like at night plugs in like illegally, whatever. But so there's a Tesla supercharger that's right next to where I live. And then if I am coming over here, if I'm going somewhere with long chargers, I'll plug in if I'm going to be there for a while. But the supercharger is right there. But it's in a mall where you have to go in through the gate and you have to have a ticket. Normally, if you go in and you go to Starbucks or something, they'll validate your parking. Because if not, it's like $10 to get out of the parking garage.
On top of paying to charge.
On top of charging, right. So normally I will just get a coffee from Starbucks or something, validate it, and at least it's $5 less than what I would be paying. Well, there's also a smoothie shop. I won't name their name, but there's also a smoothie shop. And there's been a couple times where I've been like, okay, I'm not really in the mood for coffee, but maybe I'll get like a protein smoothie, or I'll plan out after my workout, I'll get a protein smoothie as my, after workout lunch situation, whatever. A few weeks ago, I went in and to the smoothie shop and I just was like, let me get something cheaper. Because I thought you buy anything in this place, you get to validate. It doesn't matter what you buy. That's what I thought. Wrong.
That's what it should be.
Exactly. So I go, I'm like, here's a protein bar. Can I validate my parking? And she goes, you have to spend at least $10.
So you're paying for parking anyway?
Well, I would have had to pay $10. I would have had to like at least get a smoothie because all of their smoothies are more than $10, at least 10. So I was like, okay, noted. I guess next time I'll do that, even though this is annoying because I'm patronizing your place
establishment.
So validate my ticket. But there was no other explanation. She was like, there's a sign right here. And I was like, I'm not reading your handwritten sign. Like, so
handwritten?
Sorry. Yeah. So I was annoyed, but I was like, sure, this is your policy, whatever. I leave.
Okay.
2 days ago, I went back and this time I was like, smoothie time.
Okay.
So I order.
Time out. Has Starbucks ever done that to you?
No. Whatever I get at Starbucks, as long as I have purchased it. Because if I mobile order, they're just like, did you actually buy something? And I'll be like, yeah, here's my coffee. And then do it. Or if I order at the kiosk or at the person, then I'm just like, I order and then I hand it to them. Fine. I pre-order the smoothie on their app.
Okay.
I walk in and she's like, oh, are you waiting? And I was like, yeah, I pre-ordered. She said, oh, she's making it. I said, amazing. Then I go, oh, can I validate my parking? And she goes, no. Or she goes, yes, you have to pay $1. I've already paid $13 for this smoothie. I just kind of sighed and like kind of rolled my eyes, but I didn't say anything to her.
Yeah.
She starts yelling at me. Like, you don't understand. I have to pay $750. I don't know if it was can't be a month, a year probably, for this thing to validate. It's not free for us. And everyone comes in here yelling at me. Like, she is going off. I guess people have been yelling at her.
Okay, so it's not just you.
But like, I didn't yell at her. I just kind of rolled my eyes and sighed because I thought I knew what I was getting myself into. I paid $3 more than I would have been paying to park. Because I wanted the smoothie. So I thought I knew what was going on. And so I'm like, okay, $1? Like, what's going on? She was like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not for free.
I'm sorry. Is this a chain?
Yes.
So then what?
Right. So to me, Starbucks is just eating the cost because they're so rich. And this place, although they are a chain, I don't know how much money they're making as a chain, but
is it?
It's Robex.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I would have immediately been like, okay, first of all, I'm not yelling at you.
I did. No, I did. I said that.
Oh, okay. And then I would have said like, can you, like, I'm annoyed, but like, can you at least like understand that it's annoying as like the general assumption across all Los Angeles is that if you purchase something, your parking is validated. So it's fine that you have different rules, but like, can you understand how that's annoying?
That's almost exactly what I said. I was like, I'm so sorry that I struck a nerve. I didn't come in here yelling at you. I said, I'll pay the $1 because now I'm here. Now I don't, because I'm
But
going
you
to
might
have to pay
have
10
lost
more
a customer.
dollars. Well, I didn't say that. I wasn't full Karen, but I was just like, look, I came in here thinking that the rules were you pay $10 because the last time I came in here, that's what I was told.
Yeah,
so
so
like
what
it
is
is
her reason for
annoying
this?
that because they have to pay for it.
No, but what changed between, because you did spend over $10.
Yeah, I don't know. And is it now if I buy something that is less than $10, do I still have to pay $1 or do I have to pay $10? Because there's no handwritten sign this time. So now if I go back in, just get a protein bar that's $4, do I pay $1?
So even after you explained what happened last time, she wasn't like, oh, our policy changed again.
She was like, I had to change it. She just said I changed it. And I was like,
got it. That's what I mean. Like, how did it go from $10 to now
she's
14 or
she
15?
said she had to change it. I don't know why, but I was like, okay, well, I chose to come here to purchase from you. I thought I knew the rules. The rules are not different. I'm not mad at you that you have to do what you have to do for your business. That's fine. I just was annoyed that I thought I understood.
And it's changed.
Yeah. So then I paid the $1. So now I've spent $14 instead of $10 to park. Yeah. And she validates it. I finish charging. I go to leave. I put the ticket in. It goes, pay $10. And I was like, what? So I pressed the call box. I was kind of annoyed. So I was like talking a little bit sassy to this parking person.
Yeah.
And I read them the validation number. And he was like, okay, fine. Just put the ticket on top and I'll open it. And
okay, I'm glad you did that. Otherwise, like a $26 smoothie, not worth the charge.
So that would be Erewhon for sure. But yeah, like what is up with that? And she was like, you should be complaining to Tesla. And I was like, sure, because I'm paying to charge. So that's fine. But no other place here. I've walked into the Cheesecake Factory before and just did the validation and left. They have since moved it so you can't do that. But I also have been just like, can I get a Diet Coke from them? And they've done it.
The whole parking validation.
It's just so annoying.
And it's like, I'm just waiting for the day that NoHo West does that.
Yeah.
Because right now the gates are just open, but it's not going to be like that forever.
At the big one. I know.
Correct.
True. But
it's stupid.
But what do they need to make money on? It's just I guess they built the structure, and would they just need to make that money back or what?
I guess there's electricity because there's lights and stuff in there. Pay for the security. I don't know.
It's so annoying. Parking in general in LA is probably one of the top, I feel like, 3 worst things about living here.
Yeah, and it's
because you can never find street parking
because these companies will be like, they change especially in downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Just if they know an event's around the corner, they're like, oh, it's $25. Your sign says 10. Well,
yeah, they
it's 25.
can do whatever they want.
And it's like, who's regulating this?
Yeah, you can never find street parking. The rules on every street they're different.
Especially
you
West
can park
Hollywood.
here on these hours. You can't park here on this hour. You can't park here on this day. You have to have a permit for this one. So you have to, if you park somewhere, you have to read every single one, and they're stacked. On the
and then you gotta, if you don't see one, you have to walk both directions to find the closest sign to just check.
Yeah. And then there's no parking lots anywhere. And if they are, they're completely full. Everyone drives like maniacs. Everyone's just, when I first moved here, there were a lot of lots in Hollywood specifically that are all apartment complexes now. Oh, yeah.
It's like they've just taken that space and
they paved paradise to put up a parking lot. Wrong. Opposite. No. Yes, opposite.
Yeah. They took the parking lot away.
Yeah. Well,
that is so annoying. I'm sorry. When was
it's
that?
fine. It's first world problems, but it's just.
When was that?
Like 2 days ago.
Ugh. It's just an annoying thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we get any speak pipes this week?
We didn't. So sad.
It's
I looked. I do have another thought. You don't watch Vanderpump Rules, obviously, but I thought I would get your take on what you would do in the situation or what your thoughts are. So the finale of Vanderpump Rules happened this week.
Okay.
There's still the reunion to happen, but the final episode of this season. And basically, I won't bore everyone. We've told you a little bit about the drama, the Scandival drama, Ariana and Tom. He cheated on her, that whole thing. If you don't know what it is, we've said it probably 6 times. So go look it up.
In 15 episodes. Half the episodes we've talked.
It's been mentioned. So they hate each other. Well, Ariana hates him, but he has been filming all season, and but she has refused to film with him. And if she's been in the same place as him, she doesn't speak to him. If he speaks to her, she doesn't respond. She just stays silent.
He cheated. That's what
he cheated with her best friend. They'd been together for 10 years.
Girl code broke.
Right. So she's already refused to film with him, like all those things. At this finale, they're at this party and he tries to come up to her while she's talking to someone else because he wants to try to clear the air about something or try to have a conversation. Her new boyfriend is also there.
Okay.
She got with someone new very, very fast.
I'm just like, wouldn't you be offended as the boyfriend if your girlfriend was still that upset with, like, clearly she has some feelings?
Yeah.
Okay. That's another discussion.
Yeah. That is a thing in this past episode when he was there. They were kind of weirded out by him. So I don't know. I think they're still together though. So whatever. But he wasn't around. It was just Ariana. She's talking to someone else. Tom tries to come up and speak to her. Mm-hmm. And she just turns, walks away, and then goes to a producer, is taking off her mic. She's like, I quit. I'm done. He's trying to talk to me. I have already told you guys, like, I don't want to be around him. He doesn't get it. It's all performative. It's all for him to look better because people are starting to like him more. Because all the friends this season have been like,
come on, he's paid his dues.
Yeah, like they're giving him a chance. They're hearing him out. They're like, oh, we miss our friendship with him. And she's like, I refuse to be friends with anyone. I refuse to have mutual friends with him. So you choose one or the other, basically. And people are kind of softening on him. So she freaks out. She's ripping off her stuff. She's like, I'm leaving. I quit. The producer's like, don't end like this. Don't go out like this. She's like, I told you my boundaries and I'm out. She straight up dips from this place and just leaves. And everyone else kind of turns on her. And they're like, this is so annoying. We have all been on this show for 10 years. We've all had our various scandals. We've all had our, bad things that have happened to us. Other people have been cheated on, have had, illicit relationships with people, and they had to basically bleed out on camera and take it. And she's kind of being allowed to like hold things close to her chest, not tell the full truth, and hide things from the audience basically that she doesn't want to talk about. And everyone else is like, we didn't get that luxury. Like, you are just allowed, and you've become a huge celebrity all because you got cheated on. And they're kind of turning on her. Oh, so no. I just what are your thoughts on reality TV? Should you be allowed to not give your whole, this is everything, good or bad? You get to see it. Should you be allowed to hold back? I don't know. I'm kind of torn because if I was on reality TV, I don't know that I would be able to just be like, here's every deep, dark secret about myself.
Right.
And just be like, this is it. This is me. So I understand where she's coming from, but
I wonder if have reality shows changed since like the start of, you said 10 years, Vanderpump Rules?
Yeah, it was like 2013. So
yeah,
maybe 11
so
now. It's
like, I do think that there was a time in reality where there was like, it was like, if you're signing up for this, you are aware that, the curtain, the veil is lifted. Every single thing about you is going to be exposed. But I do feel like reality shows that have popped up since like maybe 2020, there is a little more attention to mental health, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know like what reality shows have popped up. I'm thinking things like The Circle and stuff like that, where they it's reality. You're still finding things out about people, but it isn't so much like trying to get a fight. The most recent one I watched, I guess, that felt that way would be, what's that show I fucking love with Amy?
With Amy?
Yeah.
Amy.
It's like
Amy.
Jersey Shore, Florida
Bama Shore.
Florida Bama Shore.
Yeah.
Love that stuff. Like that felt very much like it had to be what it was because it was like the Jersey Shore, right?
Yeah, those are just two genres to me of reality. The Circle is a competition.
True.
And they have to edit out so much to get it in that tiny
I don't
thing.
know. Like, I do think that if I went on a reality show like Big Brother which is also competition, but you're still like, when you come out of that, you're pretty much a celebrity and everything. that like I would just be ready for them to find anything out.
Well,
and
that
kind of accept that.
That too, because they have the 24-hour live feeds that thousands of people are watching as well. So anything you say is getting,
and
if it was
people
just
watching, they're diving deep into you.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. You better delete that Twitter before you go on, because anything you say, even harmless, will get dissected.
Yep.
To me, like the fitness marshal, we've talked about, been approached before to do, and they did a reality show before I was on. That, don't worry, you can't get it anywhere, guys. It went under if you haven't seen it, and that caused drama. Like they were trying to get them to fight on that. Luckily, it wasn't me, so I didn't have to like go through that. But we've talked about before, after that, about doing another one, and we kind of haven't. The kind of show we would want to do isn't really what I think they would want us to do, which is, following us and kind of creating drama and getting us to fight with each other. We're not really down for that. I think back in the day, even Laguna Beach and the hills and stuff, they've talked about now, as they're so far removed, that so much of it was fake and not real. So I guess every show is different. Every producer is different.
However, we do technically have an inside source for a show that's about to come out that we can't really say much about. And they did tell us that they all, like, as they sat down, I'm going to be very vague with pronouns and stuff.
Yeah.
They all sat down and kind of looked at each other, and remember how they were like, we looked at each other and we were like, okay, this is what it's going to be. Yeah. I'm playing this role. So let's all just understand that when the camera's cut, all of it was for the cameras.
Yeah, but sometimes you get lost.
Sure. But talking to them, they did explain it. They held pretty strong to it, but also in that particular situation, they are all very close.
Yeah.
And they work in reality television, so they really knew the behinds of what they were getting into.
Yeah,
I think that's just a part of reality. It's like you're signing up for them to literally provoke.
Yeah, I think the type of show is what's different. Is something like Vanderpump Rules, something like Jersey Shore, Floribama, those. It's just about you as a person, and
totally.
And so if you, whatever baggage you have, like someone on Vanderpump, Lala, she was in a secret relationship because the man she was dating was still married or something, or was married.
Got it. Okay.
So she, for years on the show, lied about it. She said, I'm single. No, she said, I have a boyfriend, but they would be like, well, your boyfriend has a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. And she'd be like, no, I'm not having an affair. That's not it.
I'm not the other woman.
She lied for seasons. Oof. And then when their divorce was final or whatever, and they were together, then it was, she talked about it, and she was like, okay, like she came out about it basically, but for years she lied about it basically, or, omitted that fact. And so she's like, I had to go through, being upfront and honest about that and have people hate me and everything. And so it's not fair that you get to put up these walls and boundaries that no one can talk about it. No one can talk to you about it.
Yeah.
You refuse to be in the same room as him, and you're making it so hard for all of us to work, basically.
But her stomping off in that scene gave them great television.
Yeah. So it's just, it's so interesting to me.
That is interesting.
She did get so famous for being cheated on. And like, when you say it like that, it is like, okay, relax. So many people have been cheated on.
Yeah. I think that to me, the reaction is very that of I feel sad for her, because I guess I understand the emotion, because I've been in that exact situation.
And if she wasn't on the show, she could just cut him out and never see him and never hear about him again.
Yeah, and distance is how I was able to heal.
Yeah.
I never made friends choose a side. There were, I think in this situation it was sticky, and there was a right and a wrong, but no one chose sides, and neither of us made people choose sides. Mm-hmm. It just appeared that way in some situations, and therefore left some hurt feelings on both ends. Mm-hmm. But I think I relate to how she feels, because the want for this person to crumble and not thrive.
Of course.
Because she hasn't had the distance.
Yeah.
But then now that I've had distance and time to heal on my own, so much of that has calmed down. So I feel bad for her, because it's if she could get away from it, she probably would feel so much better. But she can't.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's a scumbag. I'm not defending him. It's just,
well, what he did was wrong. But I agree that even people who do the shittiest things can change and learn from it. And a lot of it can be chalked up to immaturity and insecurity.
Yeah.
And I don't know what their conversations have been like. I hope he's actually remorseful.
Oh, one thing I forgot to add is they
live together, right?
Yeah, they've been living under the same roof, not talking to each other.
Yeah, it's like, girl,
and
come on.
she's like, you're refusing to be in the same room as him on camera, but you're living
You'll see him
with
on the Ring doorbell and be like, welcome
She's like,
home.
make it make sense. Just like, if you really feel this so strongly about this on camera, then why don't you feel as strongly in real life, and why aren't you doing something about it? That was another one of her arguments. Obviously, it's a show and we don't know the full truth. So the judgment on my end is just an interesting dissection of it, because sure. I don't know anything, and I don't claim to, and I could be completely wrong in my takes, I guess. But I just think it is such an interesting situation that has been going on for, a year. I don't know. But I'll be tuning into that reunion because I think that there's TV. Fights going on. Yeah. I think they are all fighting with each other.
Yeah, because I'm sure she's contractually obligated.
Yeah, and they've all kind of been talking in confessionals like a little shit. So it's all going to come up.
Ooh, yeah, because like she'll have seen
eat it up.
Drama.
Yeah.
Drama. Name that movie.
Interesting.
Drama.
I can hear it, but
Is it? I don't even know. Is it How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? It is, isn't it?
Not, okay.
Or is it Kate Hudson and something else?
No, I think it's How to Lose a Guy in
10 Days. Whatever.
Sounds right. That's a great movie.
It is. All right. My voice.
You sound like me.
My vocal fry.
Is that annoying for a podcast?
No, I love it. It's why I listen to My Favorite Murder.
Because one of them?
Karen has the best Valley Girl vocal
because
fry.
they're talking about creepy things. I feel like that adds to it.
Yeah, I just love we know. I've talked about it 100 times. I'm so voice sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the laugh gotten better on your other one?
I was just about to say. I was loving the interviewing of this one guest they had.
Mm-hmm.
And then something the guest said struck a nerve with this person, and the laugh was it got to the point where I literally threw my AirPods out of my ears.
Oh my goodness.
Like I am so
It's not just annoying, it causes a physical reaction.
Yeah, I gotta have a physical reaction. If someone's voice, I don't know, I'm very affected by people's voices.
Yeah.
To a point that it really upsets me.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather have two people on either side of me chewing with their mouths open, which I also cannot stand, than listen to this person's laugh.
Oh, do you have that thing where...
Misophonia? Yeah.
Oops. You do?
I do.
I've never heard you say that.
Well, I don't surround myself with open mouth eaters.
Am I a loud chewer?
No.
Okay, great. Good to know.
No. But I would still rather have two people doing that in my ears than listen to this person's laugh ever again.
Oh my gosh.
Also, it's just like, I'm sad because I think I'm going to have to stop listening to the podcast altogether, because the reason I took a break from Whitney Cummings is because she was a chronic interrupter and would never bring the conversation back to ever get a conclusion from a guest on anything they were saying. Yeah. And I was like, done. Then she made I think it was an Instagram reel or something where she was like, it's been brought to my attention that I'm terrible at this. I cut people off, something like that a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And she's worked on it so well and fixed it. This podcast, the way that this person cuts everyone off to bring the conversation back to them in any way they can. And they have a co-host. I'm like, co-host.
Yeah.
And a producer.
Are people commenting that? I guess it's...
I don't know. I don't, I'm not...
It's not on YouTube, so...
It probably is, but I'm not there. I'm in the Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this can't go on. And this last episode was going so well, and then...
Someone has to tell them.
I really hope, because...
Speaking of working on things, and speaking of bringing it back to myself, I'm really working on my ums and my likes. Like I hate it when I go back to editing. I hate listening to myself because I say like and way too much. And in real life, it doesn't bother me because it is just my way of speaking. It's my, vernacular and spin.
Correct.
But in this situation, I know that people are annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by myself when I'm editing. And I have chopped up the edit, and then I don't like that I'm doing that, because I would like to have a more fluid thing where we don't have to cut out as much dead space and that type of thing. And I assume that I will get better. I feel like you're better at it, maybe because of singing and stuff. I don't know, but I have been annoyed with myself. So I'm really trying to not say those things as much.
The word, when someone says, I think, especially maybe in your case, it's because you're filling a space while you think of how to fill your thought. I do
that a lot.
And I will say, like, I definitely pick up on when I get into the word like too many times. Like when it's like, you know, like it's like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Because also if you're saying like in the way it's supposed to be used, where you're comparing something, but then you've used like in the incorrect way before and after, then you have 3 likes in a row and only one of them is the right usage.
Correct.
Then I'm annoyed because I really can't cut out the other ones because it doesn't make sense in the sentence.
Right.
And so that's when I get really annoyed. So I really am actively trying to be better. I feel actually like I have been better.
I'm numb to it.
Today.
Like I don't really hear it when you do it.
So just give me grace.
Give her grace.
Because I'm trying.
Well, I'm proud of you for trying.
Thank you.
Were there birthdays today?
There are birthdays today.
People were born today? Crazy.
Great segue. We have Morgan Wallen. He'll be 31.
Can't talk about him.
I know. He's really...
Every time he F's up,
yeah,
makes a comeback, he F's up again.
Yeah.
But he does have a song coming out with Post Malone, so I guess we're like fine with him again.
Because Post just cures everything.
Yeah.
He's the one throwing chairs?
Yes.
Okay.
And racist slurs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, admittedly, I wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup. I really don't know his music. I'm not a country
I bet
girl,
you know his song, If I Know Me. That was his like pop
I guess
country
if I
crossover.
heard it, but...
If I know me, have you hopping up in my passenger seat? Cannot sing right now.
Doesn't ring a bell. So I guess we don't stand, but it's his birthday. So there you go.
Happy 31st.
Yeah.
Wow. So much drama for only being 31.
I know. Debbie Ryan, also 31.
I walked into the offices and I said, I want to make history.
Wild. Those interviews never get old.
Nope.
Robert Pattinson, 38.
Twilight? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our Pat.
He's married to...
He's married?
Yeah. She just performed at Coachella, and now I've lost her name.
He's married to a singer?
Yeah. Suki Waterhouse. Is she a DJ? She's a singer.
I think it's definitely familiar, but I could not tell you anything about them.
Yeah. They just had a baby.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob.
Stevie Wonder, 74.
Amazing.
Younger than I thought.
Do you think because he can't see, it's why he gets to live longer, because he's not like destroyed by all of the awfulness that you can see?
Probably. I mean, a study should be done.
I agree.
Honestly,
how long did Ray Charles live? That's a good question.
You want me to look?
Sure.
All right, okay.
Let's find out.
Ray Charles died at the age of 73. So he made it a year.
Does it say from what?
I just got a package.
Congrats.
Liver disease. Why did I say that so upbeat?
Liver disease.
So upbeat.
Okay, anyway.
Tish Cyrus, Miley's mom.
Miley's mama.
57. And side note, in between the birthdays, do you know the drama about Tish and Noah?
I know that there was like a divide and Noah was on dad's side and...
So allegedly, I don't think it's been 100% said as fact, but Tish just got married to this man Noah used to date. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
So Noah wasn't at, I think in the brother, they were both not at the wedding. So there's clearly beef, and yeah, Noah fully dated this man. So like it's a weird situation.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I did not know. I didn't know that.
And like Noah kind of claps back to people on Instagram and stuff, but it's never been really confirmed. Like her and this person were like super intimately involved. Okay. Did they go on a couple of dates? Like what was the true relationship?
And is he older or younger?
Older than her.
Yeah. Like is he closer to Tish's age?
Unsure.
Also, do you know the brother is like the lead singer of the band that sings Shake, 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 Shake It?
No.
That's the brother.
Is his name like Brendan or something?
I don't know.
I like how I'm Googling
brandy,
things on my
but your computer's right there.
phone, but my computer's here. But really, it's just my notes, and my arms aren't long enough. Dominic Purcell. Oh my gosh. He's so much older. He's 54.
Okay, Noah. Allegedly, Noah.
Allegedly, like, I don't know, but she wasn't at the wedding. So at least something's up. Is a situation.
Okay.
And then last but not least, B. Arthur, R.I.P. She would be 102.
My God.
Yeah.
But she died at what age?
Our golden girl. She died at like 70 something. I think I saw.
She was in her 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
But wow.
Wow, indeed.
What a lady.
What a gal.
Those are the birthdays.
Happy birthday.
You sound like you're going through puberty.
Yeah. P2.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, cute.
Thank you all for listening, watching, all of the things. Don't forget to like and subscribe and send us a speak pipe if you have something to say. And, this time we didn't talk about that much death, or we did talk about depression a little bit.
A little bit about depression.
And yeah, thanks for the positive feedback from last week. We, didn't really talk that much about pop culture and just kind of talked about sadder things, and you guys didn't hate it. So thank you for that. And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
The A-List.